when COVID happened, it was in a bar, so the bar had to shut down. We were allowed to sell takeout, but the owner of the particular bar didn't want to have to be there every day so I could sell takeout while she couldn't make money. So their answer was, well, you can't make money either, so you got to go. So I was a little upset by that, but it was like the first time I'd ever had a day off, like on a weekend and stuff. So I was like sort of excited. So I called up a couple of my friends and said, hey, let's go for a motorcycle ride. And we had made this ride a couple of times, and my friend's wife wanted to see the blue bonnets that were in this field behind the fire station. So while he's out there taking pictures with his wife and doing whatever, I'm just sitting there at the gas station and I'm looking at this building, and it has a for rent sign on it. I'm just sort of staring at it. It says Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the side of the building. I'm like, you know, I can do that. My buddy walked up and he saw me staring at this building, and he saw the for rent sign. He's like, you should do it. And I'm like, do what? He's like, you know what? You should do it. So like I took down the phone number, I called the guy, and I told Christy when I got home, and I said, hey baby, what would you think about opening up a restaurant in the country? And she was sort of like, oh shit, another one of those dumb Don ideas. And so I took her up here, and we didn't even have keys to the building yet. So I took her up here. We went to go and have a burger somewhere else, and I drove up here, and I showed her the building, and she couldn't even see the inside. She had to peek through the windows, and she's like, okay. And like literally like a week later, we were in this and open, and it just took off. People loved it.
Yeah,
right?
and I lost my job because of COVID. I was working at a gym, and the gym shut down. So I'm like, well, we've got to do something, so let's go for it.
And the people up here opened us with open arms, and we're doing better up here than we ever expected to do, and it's just getting better every weekend. And anywhere within about a 60-mile radius, they come every weekend. And what's great is I think that they're coming because people are telling them they got to come.
It's beautiful. We never expected it to be this big. My favorite thing about being out here is when people come here and they meet each other for the first time, and they live in the same area and they meet each other for the first time and they become friends. It's just so awesome to see.
Christy and I are both trained chefs. We've worked pretty much everywhere, right?
All over the place.
We've worked all over the United States and the Caribbean. And so when we opened this place, we knew it was going to be burgers and barbecue. We use all local beef. All of our meat is local from Hempstead. We get our steaks from, I think it's just outside of Chapel Hill. We try to like only use like really fresh high-end ingredients. We cut our own French fries every day, fresh. Everything we try to do, we try to bring that little bit of extra love and care to it. When you taste our burgers, there's no comparison. It's not like, and I don't put anything on them but salt and pepper. There's no secret magic ingredient, right? Except for my sauce. My sauce is pretty damn good that I put on it. We did a farm-to-table dinner, and we used all local products, local produce. We even utilized the meat place down the street, Wildflower Meat, to supply all the meat for the dinner. And we're trying to incorporate that into a regular thing here. It allows me the ability to play a little bit, you know, both of us, because she gets to do some really cool desserts and stuff, and help with the other entrees.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's nice.
It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun for us.
My goal was I wanted a biker bar. I wanted a place where the bikers who rode up and down the street could stop and grab a beer or grab a burger on their way to somewhere else, mid-run, on the way home from a run, wherever. And so that's sort of been the goal for this place, with the exception of COVID, is sort of cut down on that a little bit, because a lot of the runs and stuff that were going on haven't really been going on. They've been canceled or whatever. So we're hoping that this year, now that there's a quote-unquote vaccine, we're hoping that it'll bring people out, and they'll start having events again, and they'll start doing the big thing, and we're hoping that we'll really see a spike in some motorcycle and car traffic. I think that's our goal, just to make the best burger in the world. And I think we're doing it.
It's a happy place where people can come and get really great food, and, you know, like I said before, meet each other and be a community.
Right.
With each other.
We are
Bring
definitely
humanity
a community
back into the world. A little bit of humanity back in.
people just walk in, say hi, sit down. They sort of just talk. They know we're not open. They just come in to talk and chat. And then when they're not here, they're across the street, sitting and chatting, trying to plan the day's events. Right? Like, this is a neat little community spot, and it's nice that we're here to provide food for them. You know, it's a very tight-knit community, so it's pretty cool. I think when you have a place that everybody gets along and everybody likes each other and everybody socializes with everybody and they eat together and they drink together, I think it makes for a better way of life. I think it makes for a healthier life. And I think people that are happy and enjoying themselves tend to live a better life. And I think you see that up here. I think you see people up here that tend to be, when you see them walking around, they're smiling, they're happy. That you walk over to the store over there, somebody's going to say hi to you. Whether they know you or not, they're going to say hello to you. They're friendly people, and you can't buy that. It's genuine. It's real, and I think that's where a place like this comes in, because we're just an extension of that, and that's what made it even better is that everybody just was like, oh, great, boom, another place, and they encompassed it and took it on as their own.
Yes, and see, people seem to be needing and wanting a place where they can come and get really good food.
Yeah. I'd like to be open lunch and dinner 5 days a week and breakfast on the weekends. I would love that. We're close, but we're just not quite there yet. So that's our dream. That's our goal, you know. So.
And to sell a lot of buttermilk pies.
Yeah, we're gonna sell a lot of buttermilk pies.